Guys, I've done it again. I left my bag on the stairs beside my keys for my truck with my camera in. So I thought this morning when I come back my place, I won't forget it, and I did. So I haven't got the GoPro today, we just got the phone. But welcome back to another video. Hope you're all well. Some exciting things have happened since the last time you saw us, mainly in the truck department. You see we've got this fancy new tow bar on the bottom, which is another little upgrade we have made. Again, only been able to do that because of all the support we get on YouTube through this channel and also on JM Farming. Now means that if we have anything we need to go and pick up, so I need to go and get some lengths of crash barrier like this. That's what we're going to put in as a post for our midden. So I need to go and pick some of those up from somewhere at some point. And to do so, I can now tow Phil's little trailer, because he has one. We now have a tow bar. It's a hell of a trailer. I'm not quite sure how it's been unhooked, how it has, but it has. But yeah, look at it. Get some crash barrier in there. Anytime we need to do a bit of moving of stuff, we can now. And of course, the eventual plan is to get a stock box, so we can tow our own stock round with that one. Probably won't do that for a little bit longer yet. We won't actually need to move any stock until we either buy calves in next spring or sell cattle out perhaps later on this year, or it might be even Christmas time. But yeah, so I'm going to get to doing the work back here this morning. I've got no Abby, she's swanning about in Paris with a friend. She's gone on holiday for a few days. Phil's gone away for the day, so I am here on my own some. We'll see what needs doing. Normal things to scrape out, bed up, just check everything's all right. We'll get another bale. We're still on the round bales. We're going to save the squares until the cattle are either a bit older and they'll eat them a bit quicker, or until we've got a few more cattle about to eat them. Calves are all here this morning, look. I think they've learned how to get through the barriers. From what Liz was saying, they do like to get out. You guys all right? Any new arrivals that we need to know about? Anyway, we'll get a bale in there. We'll get 2 bales in here. Get all these guys bedded up. Get them scraped out first. Job will be a good one. At some point soon, that little bit of fertiliser you can see back there will be going out on the silage ground using this absolute honey, the county, with GPS, might I add. And the little wagtail back there, we'll get that one out and get that growing. We are, of course, still waiting for ground conditions to dry up. It is still soaking wet. What is it today? 16th of March, yeah. 16th of March. And I think we've got another horribly wet week ahead, according to the forecast, so it won't be for a minute yet. There is a lot of muck this morning. That does not fill me with joy. But anyway, let's get in the Fergie, see if we can do something about it. I was going to try and use the muck fork this morning just to scrape it and pick it up, but the bucket's already on the tractor, so I don't know if I can be bothered to unhook it to then put the fork on. I probably should, but anyway, it's good exercise, isn't it? Bit of forking on a Saturday morning. I actually managed to get a decent bucket full without having to fork it in. There's still a lot here. I still might put the fork on, I think, and try and pick it up because it's wet and it's heavy. But I'm going to top this bit up with the hand fork, see where we get to. Yeah, not a bad job for not having to do any hand work. I've never done it that well before yet. I've got the fork on, bucket's off, there's a bucket. It wasn't as bad as I remember putting it on. Perhaps because I know what I'm doing now. You've got to just jiggle it a little bit when you put it on. So we'll try and pick this here up with it. I know you probably can't see much on there, but it's a lot less forking I'm having to do. Just by taking a couple bits out with this muck fork. I should probably concentrate on where I'm driving. Well, I've got a bit of tidying up there to do. Can't really see through the dirty window. But whilst I've got this fork on, I'm just going to grab a bale of silage for the calves and take that round. I'll also do that at the same time. And then we'll put the bucket back on, have a bit of a tidy up, start distributing some bales around for bedding. Now that is a thing of beauty. Absolutely awesome silage, that is. Oh, I wish you could smell this. I mean, they can't wait for it. They're like salivating, waiting for their bale to land in front of them. I do that, put the bucket on. I need to have another little scrape up. I sort of scrape along that side first. Just need to clean up down here. Pick that little bit of dung up, chuck some straw in over the fence for them, and then they can come and eat. Chuck that round, and then chuck some bales in down there. I mean, you guys know the routine, you've seen it plenty enough times. I'm gonna try and get this off, but I need both hands. I hope John doesn't want to move his tractor soon, because that's where that's going. Right, bucket on. Right, I'm gonna let you guys out to eat. So when I do, behave and stay over here so I can bed you up. I dropped a bale there, so I'll roll it down there, through that back gate, back up here. These latches are fantastic, but they are not one hand friendly. Oh, there you go. Talking nonsense. I know 113, that's what I was saying. Well, that's those bedded up, as well as my Wellington boots. This straw we've got from Joe is so dry, the bales sort of just explode wherever you unwrap them. So what I tend to do is unwrap one in here this week, and next week I'll unwrap one that side, because the majority of the straw is this side today. And we just swap each week. I'd like to get them a bit further back in the pen before I unwrap them, but I sort of messed up there a bit. But anyway, they're happy. They have a bit of a run round in the straw. They've got their silage there to eat. Now comes the hard work of unrolling some of those hay bales for the guys back there. But it's good exercise, like I said. So we'll go and do that. Oh, I've rolled one bed out. Oh, they are so heavy. This is where having either Phil or Abby here makes life so much easier. Just trying to roll those bales around. Or hold the gates back so I can actually drive in there to drop them. Save dropping them on the concrete and having to roll them further. I need to get one more in there. One more for them. Then we're done. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Absolutely love coming here on a weekend to do this. It's just hard work. One more bale required. And then I'm going to have my dish of tea I brought with me. Walk the dog round the field. I expertly made this bale fall off the stack when I got the last one. So it's all here ready and waiting. All we got to do is spike it correctly. Like so. Beautiful scenes. The rain has started to descend on the Wallen bog. Good silage. Now this last one's a bit more tricky. I do have to drop it on the concrete and roll it in, unfortunately. But we can't all be winners every day. Just drop it down, take the wrap off it. And pick it back up again in a second. I sharpened my knife yesterday at work, and it's like an absolute razor. Everyone sharpens their knife differently, but I just use a chainsaw file off the side. Booty. Right, all done. I don't know why, but this pen are always more hyped up than next door. So they've gone a bit crazy, so I've done what I can. And they're just getting a bit too excited, so I've left the core of the bale in the middle, and they can spread that themselves. Push their feet up for them. Just got to put the tractor away and pick up all the plastic that I've left on the floor there. And that'll be me done. I can take the dog for a walk, have a sip of tea. God, I'm thirsty. Should be quite nice. Right, another day back at my place complete. I'll just show you this bumper before it completely starts lashing it down. But essentially, I bought this truck without a tow hitch. That was one of the reasons I bought it. I knew it hadn't been used and abused. I took the truck to Tow Bars UK, which is a local company to us in Willand. I got a quote over the phone. Really, really simple to get a quote over the phone. Just tell them your make of truck, model year, and they'll tell you what they can and can't do. So it's just a simple tow ball with 7-pin electrics. I could have either 7 or 13. I went for 7. If I need to get an adapter, I can. Dropped the truck off to them. I think they had a week's notice. They got the parts in, and they had the truck for about an hour and a half and fitted it. Yeah, really, really easy to deal with. Not at all sponsored in any way, shape or form. They don't have any idea I'm giving them a bit of a mention. So yeah, well happy with them. Everyone says on the picture I put on Instagram it looks really low. I think it's just the way it's sitting at the moment, because I'm sitting looking uphill in a divot, and because I was taking the picture looking down on it. But it's actually got more clearance than the Isuzu that we've got at Northwake, so I'm happy enough with it. Right, I'm going to take Gus around the field a minute before I go home, have a cup of tea, and that'll be me done. So thank you very much for watching. As always, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me as well on JM Farming. Yeah, you can follow us at JM Farming on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you'd like to go and like and subscribe to our channel over there as well, I'd be much appreciative. Yeah, next thing coming up for these guys is TB test on Tuesday. Don't know whether we'll film that or not, but hopefully that goes all to plan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.